Alright y'all, now one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video is because the drill culture is full of new young guys who may not know the history of many of these drill stories. Probably because some of them wasn't even alive yet, or they were too young to understand. Now with all the backdooring going on now, setups, and even women being unalive these days, I feel reacting to this story of Ambry is very, very relevant. Many people say things these days such as women and children are supposed to be off limits. And my rebuttal to that every time is women and children became on limits once women and children decided to include themselves in the streets. Now these days, them same women and children could do just as much harm to you as any men can in the streets. As we see, women such as Aspen Cartier, Mellow Bucks, and others who claim to be a part of the street lifestyle is only a peek at what many women these days are choosing to do. So in this case, we have a Chicago woman by the name of Ambriana Collins, aka Ambry, whose life was taken, and many believe the reason behind her death was because she was known within the drill culture for being a backdoor queen. Meaning she would set guys up who may have thought they were about to have a good time with her, only to later lose their lives because it was a setup from the beginning, whether it was through befriending them friendly or in an intimate type of manner. Many guys in Chicago have lost their lives this way, and many women are responsible. She was known for it, and therefore she was unalived by who the streets say may have been 051 Melly, allegedly. Ambry's death always been a mystery because to this day, nobody have been caught for it and nobody knows the real motive behind it, other than her being known as a backdoor queen. So we're going to get into the video. Shout out to Drillers 24/7. I'm going to leave a link to the original video in the comments so y'all can check out their platform and support. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
In the streets of Chicago, the lines between loyalty and danger blur. One moment, life feels ordinary. The next, everything can vanish. Ambriana Collins, known to friends as Ambry, grew up around Jarrow City. She was funny, outspoken, and fearless. A girl who could hold her own, and yet life had a way of pulling her into something far darker than she could have imagined. This is the story of a young mother, a friend, a girl caught in a crossfire of a world where trust can be deadly, and one wrong choice or one misjudgment could be fatal. Ambry wasn't just any girl from the neighborhood. She had friends everywhere. Fredio, Motor, Side, Can't Get Right, and soon she became a familiar face in the streets, known for her loyalty, her humor, and a boldness that drew people to her. But the city had its divides, STL, EBT, O-Block, long-standing conflicts that had already claimed lives. Ambry walked that line, always present, always visible, never hiding.
And that's the thing about that, right? Whether you a girl, a kid, or whatever, at that time within the drill culture, remember this was early. So these guys were every bit of 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And while we're all entertained, a lot of them are literally losing their lives. Sometimes they didn't even have to be the ones that was in the streets. If you was seen in these type of videos that was going on YouTube, or if you was in any of the videos while these guys was dissing their ops, dead, whoever, you was a target now. Now, like I said, at the time, it didn't matter who you was, if you was in it or not. But at the end of the day, if you was around anybody that was dissing, you was guilty by association.
She laughed with her friends, shared in their victories, and celebrated the energy of the streets. By 2018, she wasn't just known locally. She was being noticed across Chicago. Videos, performances, music videos. Ambry was always in the mix. She was part of the heartbeat of a scene that millions watched without ever realizing the danger lurking behind the cameras. Life changed in 2014. Ambry became a mother to Angelo, her son. She devoted herself to him, calling him her little broke best friend. He was her world, her
Wait, that's crazy. She was on to something even then, because I know that's like fairly new, right? You call your kids the broke best friend. Yeah.
Reason to keep moving forward. Yet even with motherhood, the streets remain her reality. She worked 2 jobs, Popeyes, McDonald's to provide, all while navigating the chaos that surrounded her. 2018 brought tragedy. The father of her child passed away from cancer, leaving Ambry to shoulder the pain while trying to protect Angelo. And then the street struck again. Two of her closest friends, Can't Get Right and others, were killed. Each loss carved deeper into her heart, leaving questions that had no answers.
Now, also, it's crazy that this came up, right? Now, if she's being accused of backdooring people, right? And if y'all know who was accused of taking Can't Get Right's life, and then you compare it to the same person that's accused of taking Ambry's life, wouldn't it make sense when you hear that Ambry was accused of probably backdooring Jaro City Motor, who was close to her accused killer? 051 Melly? Crazy.
You ready? This ain't Tony. You ready yet? You ready? I didn't even throw them L's like that no more. You ready? You ready?
Crazy.
As Ambry's presence in the streets grew, so did the whispers. Rumors swirled, stories spread online, and the young mother who had once been admired for her loyalty suddenly faced accusations she didn't understand. They called her the Backdoor Queen, claimed she was setting people up, claims that painted a picture far from reality. Friends and family knew the truth. Ambry wasn't involved in the schemes people imagined, but in the streets, perception can be just as dangerous as reality.
See, but I wonder why though, right? It's always a reason. They're not just gonna pick a random person and say a random person is backdooring people in X, Y, and Z. Now, I don't know if she did. I don't know if she didn't. Let's make that very clear. But what I am saying is it had to be a certain situation or a plethora of events that led up to her losing her life because people thought that she was backdooring people, right? For instance, let's say every time somebody lost their life, she happened to be present and nothing happened to her. So maybe people feel that, yo, it's too many occasions where she was in the midst of somebody losing their lives and she was around and she left unscathed, right? So it had to be something. It had to be a reason why people felt that she was a backdoor queen.
One misunderstanding, one false label, and suddenly a life that had been vibrant and full could be in grave danger. 2019 arrived with more tragedy. Two friends, Motor and Side, were killed in broad daylight.
Like somebody on 40, I mean on 51st. They out here whacking niggas on 51st.
Broad daylight,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he did, man. Y'all check on y'all peoples right here on 51st in Indiana. It's 2 shots. Y'all see that red tape? That shit serious.
Hey guys, I need you guys to move back. Move back. Move back. Keep moving back.
Thanks, guys.
Ambry shared her grief publicly, her words raw, unfiltered, heartfelt, a reminder of the fragility of life in a city where violence could strike without warning. Then, just weeks later, Ambry herself would be gone, shot 12 times in an alley on 107th and Eberhard. Her life ended in an instant.
Now, here's a little backstory as to what I said earlier, right? So y'all see, Gyro City Motor inside was unalived. Now, this is another theory, rumor that was going around, but I don't know how true it is. They say that she was in the car as well, right? But somehow she made it out. That's one of the rumors. I didn't make that up. Y'all could go over social media, Reddit, whatever. Some people say it's true. Some people say it ain't. Who knows? I'm just giving y'all what the rumors are, right? But the reason why people are saying that she was unalived and blaming 051 Melly is because the streets believe that she was the one that set them two up. And if y'all know, Motor Inside was actually 051 Melly's very, very close friends. So that's why a lot of people feel that he's the one that took her life. And they say that he was actually with her the night she passed away. And when you hear how much time she was shot, they say, I think she was shot about 12 times in the chest. That seems pretty personal to me, right? Now, some people say it was an ex, domestic violence. Who knows? But whoever it was definitely either a crime of passion or this was something that was very, very personal to whoever did it.
2221 Robert. From you would have been. They played a William Adam George. All right, Darion Jones on the move. Reference that.
Witnesses say she knew the person who lured her into that moment. There were rumors, theories online, accusations, speculation. But the truth remains elusive. Was it revenge, a domestic dispute, or something else entirely? No one has been caught. No one knows for sure, and perhaps we never will.
Crazy.
Ambry's story is more than a tale of violence. It's a reminder of the world she lived in, where loyalty and danger coexist, and appearances can deceive. The streets will always tell their own stories, and the internet will always create its own truths. But the reality is often far more complex, far more bittersweet. Ambry was a daughter, a friend, a mother, a girl whose life was taken too soon, leaving behind questions that will linger forever. Alright, y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's the story.
Alright, y'all, that's pretty much it, man. It's crazy because when you look at her, she seemed like every type of chick that hang around, you know, the dudes, like one of the homies, right? Even though she a female, she's one of the homies. One of those, you know, the females that's always around where you don't even try to smash nothing, right? You just know like she's one of the homies, she's cool, and she's around. And sometimes that could be a gift and a curse. Now, once again, when it comes to Ambry's death, it's always been interesting because to this day, nobody knows who did it and why. I mean, at least nobody from the outside. And obviously the cops neither. It's been speculated that she was the biggest backdoor queen of them all, but even some say that was a lie. Some say instead she lost her life due to domestic violence with her boyfriend or ex at the time, but some still feel that 051 Melly had something to do with it. Now, also another rumor, some people say that Ambry had a little affiliation or was cool with a couple people from THF 46, right? Now, we don't know how true that is, but you see how easy it is to pin things on people, whether it's true or not. And if it is true, that's the thing about playing both sides, man. Because whether you do have something to do with someone losing their life or not, people are always going to single you out because you are affiliated with the ops in the first place. That could have been your mother's friend's daughter and y'all grew up with each other, or y'all went to grade school with each other, so y'all just friends. But the problem is, the people y'all are around are ops. And when it comes to something happening, you seem like the rotten apple out the bunch because you are affiliated with the ops. So sometimes it's best to just pick a side or simply just stay out the streets, man, for real. But once again, I thought this was a piece that carried a good message, because nowadays we see a lot of women getting into the streets and they're losing their lives left and right. And the part that I hate about that is people only start to bring up things like, oh, she's a daughter, she's a mother, when they lose their life. But when they're also out here rapping about lining dudes up, spinning, drilling, nobody tells them anything. And hopefully before some of the females decide to jump into the streets, they see this video and they can realize that it's not always what it seems. And you can end up losing your life or doing a whole bunch of time behind bars. So choose wisely, right? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.